Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Dr. Lynda Cramer. Okay, today I'm going to do a video about the benefits of using salt as protection. So let's start at the beginning. What salt do I use? I always use natural rock salt. I find it's the best one. It's got the crystallized energy of the universe in it. So in our shops here, it's called sea salt or rock salt. And as you can see by the ingredients, it's 100% sea salt. So don't get iodized or table salt because they've got chemicals in them. You want it to be natural. So this is in a grinder, which you can turn upside down. I don't, because I haven't got the lid on it, but you turn it upside down and you screw it, okay? So what's the benefit of using salt first? When we use salt, here we go. As I just said, it's crystallized energy from the universe. So when we put out salt with an intention, which is our thoughts, we manifest, create, or whatever which terminology you want to use, because witches use this too, right? But as long as we do it for the real and the right light work of the universe, okay? So whenever I salt, I use it like a protection to ward off evil entities and energies. I've got a video in my personal development playlist, what's the difference between energy and entities. And that's why sage and salting works well for energy but not for entities, okay? Entities are the intelligent ones that like to hang around. They have their own free will, harder to get rid of. But if today you do want to get rid of negative energy around you, like with sage, this is how I do it. So I've got my clipboard and I've also got my Nico pen, okay? So I'm going to do a brief basic description today. Whenever I salt, I always start with me first. There's me first, okay? So whenever I do me first, I surround myself with the white light of the universe. I put an egg around myself, or an igloo, or a wall of white. I put some salt on my hands and I rub it around me. Salt's always good on the skin, right? That's why when people who live at the beach are always healthy. So we put some salt around us first. You can put a ring on the ground around you if you want. And then we have to have the intention of what we want, okay? So let's say you've got a nasty neighbour who you don't want to come into your yard. They've been damaging your property. They swear at you across the fence line. So let's say this situation as an example, but it may be a person at work that you work with. It may be the neighbour's dog that barks and bites. It may be that you've got noisy planes that go over your head and you want to stop that energy coming down. It could be a multitude of things. So today I'm just going to use the noisy neighbour as an example. So as I put the salt around me, I think about my neighbour and I say clearly, I give permission only for the good, loving, light energies to enter into my space. I do not allow, I do not give consent, and I do not give permission to any negative forces to enter into my space. We say it like that. Okay, so as we go with this onion effect, because it is an onion, because after we do ourselves, the next thing we do is the room in which we are standing in. Okay, we do our room. So this is where you might put salt around the room, and there might be a doorway in the corner. Okay, so you put the whole salt around the room in which you're standing. Okay, and again, you have that intention of what it is that you're willing to create. I do not give permission, I do not give consent to any negative energies to enter into this space. You are not allowed to to enter across my salted line. Okay, so then from that room I do the next room, I do the next room, and then I do the whole house. So then when we get to all the rooms and all the house, I go all the way around the house on the external side. Now where I used to live, I had side fences. So the yard went like that. There was a yard in the backyard with two side fences, a fence down the back, a fence across the back. So I would start here. I'd go across the fence, down, salting across the fence line, up the other side, and come back and collect the house and go down and around so the salt met again at the starting point. Okay? Then I'd go out through my house, come back to the salted side and start again from here, do the barrier or the boundary of my yard all the way across the footpath, coming down, doing the other side, around and around the front of the house, all the way down back to the starting point. So then not only is it's like an onion. I start with me, then I build to the room, I build to the house, and then I build to the whole yard, which I legally own because I had a lease on that property. It may be that you're there as a tenant. It may be there that someone asked you to stay there for a few days. So you're legally allowed to stay there, so you're legally allowed to use salt in the universal energies. Obviously, if you do live with someone else, ask them if they have a problem with you salting first, okay? Because it's all about consent, all about setting boundaries, and mostly importantly, it's all about letting only the good, loving energies enter in. So as you go around doing your salting, I'll do it upside down, pretend that I've got the shaker. As I salt, I'm going around the boundary. I give no permission for any negative energy to enter into this space. I only allow those who I give permission to. I only allow the white, loving, lighter energy forces to come through this space and enter into my property. So you think about your own intention of what you want, okay? And I hope it works for you. So that's how I use salt. I hope that you tell me in the comments below how you use your salt, okay? And please understand, once we believe it works, because this is the magic of the universe, we must believe that it works in order to be successful. So I hope that helps you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.